Our main menu, our top seller, surprisingly, is our blowout burger, and everybody tastes it and they say that's the perfect name for it because when you taste it, excuse my language, the first thing that you do say is blowout.
How did you come up with the name Lala's Nutmeg?
Well, that's everybody's favorite question. That's the first question everyone asks. And the story is pretty simple. I grew up affectionately known as Lala. Anybody can tell you that since the day I was born, that's what everybody calls me, is Lala. And Nutmeg was from a nutmeg tree at Misty's at Murphy Hill. It sits right under a cottage that my mom and I hope to build one day. So it was only right that we put Lala and the nutmeg together to get Lala's Nutmeg to fit the theme of it being a vegan cafe. I've been vegan for 3 years, my dad for 10. And I found that a lot of people, when they found out that I was vegan, the first thing they'd say is, "Oh my God, that's so boring, and what do you eat, you know?" And particularly in Ocho Rios, living here, I've realized that there's not many vegan restaurants. You know, you have Chef Vito, who I really love and enjoy stopping by, or Me Hungry. But other than that, there's not many options. So, you know, a lot of people come to Misty's, my mom's restaurant, asking for vegan options as well. And I found that, you know, I want to show people that it's not boring, that vegan food can taste good, and offer, you know, that here in Ocho Rios to, you know, the vegan clientele and people who aren't vegan, to show them, you know, that it can be enjoyable. So that was really my mission with Lala's Nutmeg.
What is your background? I mean, yes, you would have grown up around food, and I believe your grandparents are they're catering, right? They were
Right.
yes.
Yes, my mom's parents are
Right.
into catering as
Right.
well. So I've grown up all around it. And then I went to college. I went to hospitality school in Spain, at the second best hospitality school in the world, La Roche. So that's my background with food. And no matter what I try to, I feel like I just can't escape it. It always somehow comes back to me, and I find myself in it always. For the tidbits, our top seller is now the crabby cake. When we opened, it was the pancetta, and we introduced the crabby cake, and everyone has loved that. And then from our main menu, our top seller, surprisingly, is our blowout burger, and everybody tastes it and they say that's the perfect name for it because when you taste it, excuse my language, the first thing that you do say is blowout. And another favorite is the esco tofu. I mean, it varies. You know, people come. And they love different things. But as I said, the blowout burger and the esco tofu stand on top. We hope to add what is now a favorite from Saturday is our barbecue fried cauliflower, which, you know, people love that because they feel like they're eating fried chicken, but better, you know, because you know that it's healthy and it's guilt-free. So enjoyable and guilt-free go very well together.
You opened during COVID. How was that?
Difficult, and it still is because, you know, the curfew is constantly changing, the protocols are constantly changing, but nevertheless, you know, I decided that this is the mission and we would push through with it. When I was opening, actually, was when they had just instilled the 2 p.m. curfews on the weekend, and so construction got really difficult because, you know, everybody was saying, you know, I can't come and do this today because I have to go and focus on something else, seeing that the curfew is limited. But I decided, you know, whatever I can do to make it happen, I would. And so said, so done. So here we are, still trying to maneuver through it, but I know that it will be worth it in the end.
What is one of your most memorable food experiences?
That's such a hard question.
I know. It is.
That
It
is
is.
such a hard
It
question. Right now, on the tip of my tongue is Tush in the Bush.
Okay.
And I think because before, a lot of my food experiences were non-vegan. When I was traveling a lot, I wasn't vegan yet. So right now, it's Tush in the Bush because I feel like, you know, they offer very creative vegan dishes, and that's what I love, is the non-traditional vegan dish. I try to keep things different, so that I myself don't get bored. But recently, truthfully, I've been in love with my oats porridge. So every morning, that's what I have. And I try to spruce it up with some vegan condensed milk, some bananas, raisins, and peanut butter.
Coffee or tea?
Tea for sure, for sure. I love it all natural. I stopped drinking packaged tea. Now I boil my actual herbs. So yeah.
Intended vitamins are natural
Yes, I
products.
definitely have vitamins. It's very important for us vegans. I have iron, I have raw D, and women's one a day. Those are the current vitamins that I take.
Oh, what do you tend to have for lunch?
Same thing, it varies every day. Truthfully, my favorite thing from Miss T's Kitchen is their coconut curry vegetables, and I can't stay away from it. So I find myself eating that a lot. I'm a lover of ackee. I love curry ackee. So that curry ackee planting wrap was inspired by what I used to eat here all the time. Is I used to come and ask for curry ackee. So I'll have that too, but it varies. Sometimes I'll have a pancetta. And I like to change it up, so as I said, that's how I don't get bored. And then for dinner, I figure you're gonna ask. I always try and keep dinner light. So like last night, I had zucchini with olives and parsley and olive oil. So I try and keep dinner simple. Sometimes it will be, something with pesto or, yeah, it varies. It varies.
What about snacking? Are you a snacker?
I'm such a snacker. I love plantain chips, as boring as it sounds, but I love to dip it in something. So I'll make a different type of hummus, or I'll blend whatever herbs I have and make like a chimichurri and pour it on it. But yeah, I'm a big snacker. I'm a big snacker.
What's your least favorite food?
Does it have to be something vegan, or
No. It can be anything in the world that you just can't deal with.
Truthfully, actually, beans.
Yeah.
I feel like, a lot of people, when they think of veganism, they think of like black beans or any bean first. And I don't think that's one of my my turn offs. I'm just not with it. I try to stay away from beans. Every Saturday we try and do a special, so that when people come here, they're not getting the same thing, but they can get something new and they can be surprised each time. And I realize that people have been loving that. When they come on a Saturday, a lot of times people come down from Kingston to spend the day and they want something different. So yeah, that's one thing. Another thing is the customer service. My team, not just Abigail, even the chefs behind there. A lot of people come and they interact with them and they love them. One thing we're big on here is customer service. So making everybody feel that love, not just through the food, but again through the people that are here. So that's another thing that I'd love to touch on is my team. I feel like I have a great team behind here and everybody comes and loves them. I don't believe in competition. I believe in people working together, pushing people forward. However that we can.
What are your hopes for Lala's Nutmeg?
Well, truthfully, I would love to turn it into a fine dining experience. My mom has a spot that I mentioned earlier, Murphy Hill in the hills. And when people come, the atmosphere is so relaxing. The type of food that they want generally is healthy food, light healthy food. So I'd love to work with my mom to create that experience and branch it off into something like that. So that you can enjoy a new atmosphere, creative food and different things when you come each time.